What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. As you can see here, it looks like Mantua did fall, but we are quickly going to take out whatever we can from Salzburg and Switzerland. Looks like we did gain a little bit of corruption there, and we had to pay a small fee. Obviously, there's not much we can do about some of those negative modifiers. Once Milan falls, it would be very nice to have another 33 development. We are going to recall you and try to improve our relations with the variety of these territories and countries. The Papal States aren't going to like me very much, but I really don't want provinces joining into a coalition against me. And it might certainly happen. What would it look like if we did something like this? Okay, a lot of territories hate me. I don't have a lot of manpower. But really, none of these provinces matter. Hungary matters, France matters, and might even be in our best interest to do something like this. Negative 108 reasons. I want to take as much territory as I can, but I also need to be, you know, ensure that I don't take out more than I can chew. And I am going to have to look out for that sooner or later. And once again, if we did go with something like this, Mali, Malindi, Papal States obviously are going to hate me. Burgundy's going to hate me too, surprisingly enough. Bavaria, might as well send over a diplomat now, while we prepare for the inevitable. Once Milan falls, I would like to go ahead and end this war. Our legitimacy is slowly improving. We have gone from 25 legitimacy all the way up to 40, which of course we did have 0.98 national unrest. Now we only have 0.4. Changing patterns of consumption. Our tech penalty is still quite high. Still nowhere near embracement. And this should be done in the next 3 years with the Enlightenment, and then it will continue to spread as much as we can. Going to send all of our troops up, try to take out these 40,000 troops. And here we go, we are attacking into the woods, -1 penalty. And just like that, we are going to crush the opposition. Oh, what I would do to have some additional discipline. And manpower. Let's send you here, send you here. Try to end the war if we can. Recall you from Naples. Okay, now looks like we can end it here. 75 aggressive expansion. Don't think I want to go anywhere over that. 216 diplomatic power. We aren't actually getting our war goal, which is very sad. Wallace is very cheap. I would like you. I think I'm going to take it. 2 more turns, and then as soon as we take over Mantua, we're going to see what this looks like. Having another mountainous province could be very nice. And it looks like they bought a fort. A bastion, and we have a university, which means we are very close to getting the Enlightenment. A revolt and draw. Might need to send some troops down. And I think we will. Try to assist wherever we can. And is it possible to end as it is? Try to take as much money as we can. We are gaining a variety of provinces, 4 provinces from this massive war. And just like that, I am very happy once again. We are going to improve. Well, let's send our missionaries over first before we do anything too crazy. And might as well spend some administrative power now. I think we are going to boost the autonomy in these regions, only because I don't want to have to deal with any uprisings. And when we get 25 spy network, I would like to take over all of Clan Ricarde. I do expect Scotland to hate me, though they don't really have too much aggressive expansion. I'll need to be on the lookout for that as well. And you know what? I took over Cremona by accident. I was going to give this to Mantua. But let's begin our annexation of our vassal. We should be annexing this vassal. Looks like we have 0% for the time being. Why is that? Negative 2.45 because of our overextension, and our reputation has been sabotaged. Nothing we can really do. We could get a statesman. We do have a diplomat, but even if we had a statesman, we would really only have not very much diplomatic reputation. But though it is quite nice to finally have a lot of extra development, 20 plus 29 plus 23, that's about 60 development, which is very sizable, which means a lot of extra income. Let's go to our states and territory map mode. When we can, I want to go ahead and make you into a core, but I don't think we can do that just yet. Also going to be unlocking superior firepower, so for the rest of the game, our generals are going to have an additional shock and an additional fire. I believe we are 4 years ahead of schedule for our Royal Mortars, but we're going to try to save up as much military power as we can and try to embrace that as quickly as possible. Though I would like to demand diplomatic power as well. And I think I'm going to have to do that. The burghers are going to absolutely hate me, and we are going to see quite a bit of rebels here. Once I begin my annexation of Mantua, it would be quite nice to vassalize all of Clan Ricarde. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We are making a lot of income, but we do have a lot of manpower. We do have a lot of men as well. Mombasa could get some extra defense, but we think it is a little expensive. How close are we to getting Measuring the World? Not very far off. And you can see here that we are almost about to get some additional provinces, finally beginning to spread some of the Enlightenment. Let's actually see what this looks like. We have a few provinces spreading their way from Europe downward. Of course, Toledo will be one of our next provinces in the year 1713. What about Lisboa? Probably soon, but not that quickly. And we're going to continue to spread our way down, as much as we can. 1722 is when the Enlightenment will spread in this direction. Making some cores. Cremona is very expensive, 116 administrative power. Our diplomat should be finished up very shortly. We have another colonist that we could send on their way. It might be nice to finally take over this very small island. Looks like Sulu still exists. Cremona will now be a core. We have 63% overextension. That's quite a bit. Sayakan Separatists. Inside Sayak, Jambi. Ooh. Trade Efficiency Crisis. For 1 year, that is fine. I am expecting to see quite a bit of uprisings in Sayak. Oh my goodness. Hopefully we can handle this. I think I am going to have to recruit a general. A 3-5 is not bad. Hopefully we make it in time. I'm not sure if we will. Let's do a forced march. And I'm hoping to be able to kick their butt, but we'll see what happens. Rigorous research, getting a lot of extra power. Perfect. And it also looks like one of our generals now has better infantry combat ability, a Master of Arms, which is very nice to see. We did lose quite a bit of manpower from that uprising. But of course, for the rest of the game, this separatism won't necessarily matter too much. At least that's what I'm hoping for anyway. We have another colonist. Might as well send you somewhere. Most likely going to be into Australia. 5 development down here. You know, if I could just somehow be able to afford the ability to embrace enlightenment, that would probably be my #1 goal. I understand we have a natural scientist, but really we just have too many men. And I obviously could go ahead and try to, you know, dissipate these troops, but I don't think I'm going to do that. When I go ahead and declare war on Clan Ricarde, which province has the most development? This one has 29, which is quite a bit. Sildara. Once we declare war, I'm expecting to go ahead and just dismantle these troops. We'll see how many troops they have. And they do have quite a bit. We might need to send some extra units up as well. We do have 9 heavies. They probably don't have that many at all. They don't have any heavy ships. Okay, just like that, we are about to be attacked. Can you retreat at all? You cannot. They're going to have a -1 penalty. If we can make it in time, let's recruit another general. You are going to force march yourselves over to Sildara. Hopefully we can win. They have a -1 terrain penalty and a -1 crossing penalty. I'm expecting a miracle here. A miracle has paid off. It's what I love to see. You're going to go into the woods as well. We are expecting to transport even more ships, and it looks like all of our transport ships are going to be attacked. A little unfortunate, but we do have another 24. Nine ships against about 40. I do think we'll win, but I'm not sure. We are very powerful, and they are not. Now, we are going to lose a heavy ship here. And it doesn't look like too many of them are about to be destroyed. That was not worth it. We're going to need a lot more heavy ships, I can tell. And is it possible to take over all of these lands in one swoop? And it doesn't look like it is. So we'll most likely do something like this. We are going to have a lot of aggressive expansion. But in the meantime, might as well even produce or try to sneak up some other troops. I'm not sure the best way to do that. Obviously, we need these 24 ships over in this direction. We're going to try to sneak up another 18. And where is a powerful navy? We have 50 ships here. We're going to send you all the way to St. George's Channel. You are the Ivory Coast. Whoops, don't want to do that. Don't want to do this either. Let's have you retreat to Ulster. You're going to retreat to Ulster as well. If we could somehow get some extra troops up here, everything would be a lot easier. And here come our transport ships, bringing up another 18,000. Looks like we're going to try to land in Ulster. We're easily going to have 38,000 troops. Better generals, better discipline. Is it possible to vassalize Nope, it is not. 138 war score is what is required. We'll most likely head down to this direction. And these ships are going to head down to Algarve. And it looks like Slegia, excuse my pronunciation, that is about to fall as well. And I think we are going to be purchasing a Master of Mint. $44,000 troops against 36,000, and it looks like we are going to shred them down. We have 113 discipline. They have a quite less. If we can, might as well try to assault them. As much as possible. Might even recruit a yearly... Do we want a Master of Mint or do we want a Theologian? We are making quite a bit of income, and we are going to need some sort of level 3 advisor. I think we're going to get a very cheap Master of Mint. That way we have more administrative power, more diplomatic power. And we will try our best to start getting up our technology. Wouldn't be surprised if Savoy was finally engulfed by a larger nation. And just like that, we are bringing in more and more troops. Might even send these units over to set up a blockade. Is our general with 3 siege available? And it looks like he is. Currently doing his job, which is lovely to see. Ooh, I could lose a core, but I'm absolutely not going to do that. It is ours and always will be. They hate me as it is. Don't really mind if they hate me even more. Though it would be nice to finally get a vassalization out of them. Or, excuse me, to finally annex them. But I think we're most likely going to have better luck with Mantua and possibly even Morocco sooner rather than later. And any minute now, we are going to go after Connacht, which is the very last province of Clan Ricarde. And just like that, it will be a glorious victory. Exactly what I love to see. We're going to do a quick stack wipe. And I'm a little concerned about all of this extra aggressive expansion as well. We'll need to ensure that it doesn't grow too much. Boom. What a nice stack wipe. 20,000 troops completely gone. A peace offer. I don't think we need that. And what I want to do is something like this. I'd like to take over as many provinces as I can, but 126 aggressive expansion is quite a lot. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Getting -1 unrest until the death of my king. He is age 50, so I'm not sure how well that would be. I think we are going to decline that offer. And possibly even wait. Well, if I wait until the 26th or the 27th of December, I could easily knock out about 6 of these countries, and they won't be able to join in on the coalition. And it looks like we're going to get quite a bit of development as it is. Though I would like this 37 development province. It only produces fish, surprisingly enough. They have embraced the Enlightenment as well. We now have 100% war score. It's not going to get any higher than this. Let's go ahead and try to take over a few provinces, most likely something along these lines. 95 aggressive expansion, down to 62. 62 seems a lot more manageable. And 312 aggressive administrative power is what it will be required. We are going to also go ahead and require war reparations and end our war here. You're going to go here. These troops are going to go here. I think I will also like to go ahead and try to take away some of these troops. We have a lot as it is. We'll see exactly what we plan to do later. But now we have gained 14 development, 29 development, and 15. So not a bad goal there. Now, we do have a lot of aggressive expansion in a lot of these countries, and it looks like they are going to be joining into some coalitions against me. It might be a good idea to possibly... will Naples join in? They could... Nope, Naples will not join in. France most likely will. A lot of these smaller nations might come after me. And, of course, it looks like Brunei and Pasai are automatically against me. Hopefully we could take them out as well. What about Scandinavia? They don't seem to like me very much. Can I improve relations with you? They're most likely going to be joining in against my aggressive expansion. Netherlands will not. Saxony and Bohemia will not. Might as well try to improve relations with whoever we can. Scotland is not going to be able to be improved at all. Ah, Burgundy, of all countries. A royal marriage, Katsina. Looks like they want to declare war. Are there any countries that like me still? Austria seems to have drastically reduced our opinion. This is mainly because they are Catholic and we are Protestant. I'm a little worried about this coalition. I wonder if I can get an alliance with Ming. That would be actually really great. Or possibly one of these alliances from, you know, potentially Juan Par. Or the Ottomans. The Ottomans have rivaled me, that is fine. As soon as we can, I am going to go ahead, pause the game, put a cut in here. As always, thank you so much for joining me. It's been an epic episode. I will always see you in our next episode.